What's up, guys? It's Lauren here. I'm back at my house, by the way, just in case you guys were wondering. My hair is a mess, too. Um, I went swimming all week, more or less. It's very boring. Anyways, I have a drink video for you guys here. This is the first drink, and I've already drank a little bit of it. It's called High Drive Energy Water. It's black cherry flavored. And the second one is currently a mystery for you guys. So, um, what else? Oh yeah, I won't be able to get on Wizards for like the next 2 or 3 days because I'm like really tired, like extremely worn out. So, you know, I've had so much caffeine today. And by the way, this is caffeinated. All right. So let's get the first one. You guys ready? And I know I already took a sip of it. I already know what it tastes like. But the thing is, like, I tend to forget things like that pretty fast. So, all right, it smells good. It's black cherry flavored. You guys ready? First drink up. Here we go. Hmm. Whoa, that's sour. Alright, so it starts out with a sweet foretaste and then like a really sour aftertaste. But it's sour and sweet at the same time, so when you swallow it, it kind of gives you a little bit of a kick, what did I just put in my mouth? But you only taste it like whenever it goes down your throat. Like I don't know how, but it's like you can taste it in your neck. It's so weird. I don't know if we have taste buds in our esophagus. Is that our esophagus that it goes down? Whatever. I don't know if we have taste buds in here. I doubt we do. I thought they were just on our tongue, but whatever. I don't know how to explain it. I do. Obviously, it's oh, hang on one moment. It's a little bit. It's not quite watery. It's a little bit more acidic than just a normal bottle of water. Like you can almost feel it. Like, and it's not really refreshing. I guess you could say not really refreshing. It's more, if you drink the whole bottle all at once, it might be refreshing. But when you just like take a few sips at a time, it doesn't really do anything. Like if your mouth is really dry, you'd have to drink the entire bottle to fix that problem. But if you just take a sip, it's not going to do anything. In fact, it might make your mouth drier, which is kind of what it's doing right now. If you're working out, for example, I would recommend this. Mostly, it's got 195 milligrams of caffeine in it. Only 30 calories, by the way, so that's a good bonus. Total fat, 0. Sodium, 130 milligrams, which is 5% of your daily value according to this, so that's not too bad. Potassium, 140 milligrams. Now keep in mind, guys, that potassium is extremely important to the human body. It helps out with like cramps and stuff, although so does drinking water and eating bananas. But, try and get as much potassium as you can, but, don't go over your daily value of it. Let's see. Carbohydrates, which is sugar, 2%. Although it says underneath that sugar's 6%, so I'm assuming that there's some extra sugar in there that you might want to try and figure out. Ingredients: purified water, sucrose, which I believe is actually the healthy type of sugar. I don't know. Let me look that up real quick. Sucrose. Ooh. Ah! My Google is taking forever. Dude, what the hell? Skip. I don't care. I don't care about that, man. I don't care. Thank you. Glad you understand. Sucrose. Sucrose is a common, naturally occurring carbohydrate found in many plants and plant parts. Saccharose is an obsolete name for sugars in general, especially sucrose. I'm not exactly sure if it's healthy for the human body. I think it's the natural sugar that's in everyone's body, although I'm not completely sure on that one, YouTube. But I do know one thing for sure. but it's not the same thing as what was it, sucralose, something like that. Yeah, sucralose. And then there's aspartame, those artificial flavorings. No, but this is naturally occurring, so better than whatever the hell you're drinking on your artificially flavored drinks, your artificial sweeteners or whatever. It's got citric acid, which I believe you find in, is it lemonade? I think so. Sodium citrate, potassium phosphate, which I assume is just potassium more or less. Caffeine, caramel color, so it does have, you know, a little bit of artificial stuff in it. Potassium, I think that's benzoate, something like that. It's a preservative, which basically means it keeps this from turning into the water version of rotten milk, I guess. It helps make it last longer in the bottle, especially like when you leave it out. Potassium sorbate, another preservative. Sucralose, okay, so it does have sucralose in it. That's probably where the extra 4... Yeah, that's probably where... Oh. Never mind. Okay, total carbohydrates, 6 grams. Sugar, 6 grams. I got confused there. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. I believe this is yerba mate. One thing I do know about this is my mom drinks them all the time. I don't know, they're like her little health drink that she likes to drink and all that, so I do know that they're extremely healthy, and they have a tendency to make you extremely bouncy, so, you know, watch out. Although it doesn't taste very good, but whatever. Ester gum, so it has a whole bunch of gums in it. I don't know what any of those are. Pyridoxine hydrochloride, which is apparently vitamin B6. I believe that's cyanocobalamin. I think that's how you say that. Vitamin B12. Yeah. So, I mean, I understand that a whole bunch of people hate, like, drinks and stuff that have a whole bunch of really big words in them, like the whole if you can't read it, don't drink it, or if you can't read it, don't eat it, or whatever. But in reality, that's not completely true, because if you name anything by its scientific compound, or its chemical compound, or whatever you want to call it, it's going to be a really big word. So by that kind of logic, you shouldn't really be eating anything ever in your entire life that has ever existed, as long as you have existed and will exist. That was a lot. Okay. Alright, so yeah, it's got 195 milligrams of caffeine. Which actually is a lot. I know that's milligrams, but you're not supposed to drink, I think it's like 500 milligrams is, you know, when you're really about to tip the jar, which is weird because I used to drink like 750 milligrams a day. But, you know, I was a pretty big caffeine addict back about a year ago, and then I just kind of slowed down on it. And now I can drink it without getting like a really big craving to get more of it. I don't know, like I used to drink 3 or 4 Monsters a day. And trust me whenever I said that I used to get like really sweaty, like I'd step outside and I'd just get drenched. It was terrible. I don't know how though, because I rarely ever drink water. Like I drink 1 bottle a day, and that's actually not very healthy at all. Serving size is 1 bottle, so you can drink the whole thing. But obviously you shouldn't drink it. 200% daily vitamins, B3, B5, B6, and B12, 25 milligrams of yerba mate leaf extract. So, you know. And it actually doesn't taste all that bad. Just a second. Alright, we're moving on to the next one, the surprise drink. You guys ready? Alright. Today, for the surprise drink, got a red apple green tea Arizona. I usually drink the normal Arizonas, normal green tea ones. So this one's still got a bit in it. Those are my favorites, but I haven't tried this one yet, so let's do this. And it's still a little cold. I mean, I just got back from the store and all, so yeah. Alright, let's taste it. You ready, guys? It should be interesting. I think they have a watermelon flavored one too. Wow. That's good. That was delicious. I'm sorry, but that was awesome. Alright, so let's see. Think of like a mixture of apple juice and, like, I don't know, you can barely taste the green tea in it. The green tea is more like the texture, like, and maybe a little bit of the aftertaste. Like, the aftertaste right now is what I would usually get from this. But it kind of tastes like you're drinking a more watered down version of apple juice, and it's actually not too bad. Like, I don't know. Definitely, I was expecting something a lot sweeter, but it's actually quite mild, and I like that because I don't like stuff that's like over the top sweet. At least not all the time. Not now, anyways. I don't know what happened. Like, I used to love sugary stuff, and all of a sudden it's just like poof, and I stopped liking it. I guess our taste buds change. I mean, as much as we want to deny it when we were a kid, we're all like, oh, I'll never stop eating cake. I'll never eat cupcakes. Now I can't stand cupcakes, and I rarely ever eat cake, and then I'm very picky on what kind of cake I do eat because I don't like icing. So, you know, I like German chocolate cake though. That's the bomb, man. That's the bomb. Hang on, I gotta get my wallet out of my back pocket. Hurting my butt. Alrighty. So, yeah. Alright, ingredients, by the way, for those of you who want to see the can up close and personal. And by the way, they're always like 99 cents, all of the Arizonas are. Red apple, Arizona, green tea, and then I'll turn it this way. Oh, and also, guys, I tend to collect cans, so if you're wondering why I have, well, thing is, I ended up throwing away a lot of my cans a while ago, so I'm trying to restart my collection. And my current collection consists of, right now I have bottles, and then I have 2 cans way over there on that table over there. I try and get the cooler looking ones. I'll probably try and I'll probably try and do a video on some of these later. But yeah, it takes forever to clean these things. Like, I literally sit there for 30 minutes on one bottle just trying to, get it clean. 'Cause I even clean the outside because I want it to be all shiny. This one's probably my favorite. It's not actually moonshine. I found it interesting whenever I bought it because it said moonshine on the label. So I was like, oh, hell yeah, that's going to be awesome. And by the way, you know what's hilarious about this? They literally had to put this up at the top of it. Non-alcoholic. To let you know that it's not actually moonshine. That was hilarious. But basically it's mint and honey flavored sweet tea, basically. That's really delicious, by the way. In fact, I'm probably going to go pick some more up here shortly so I can do a video on it. But yeah, it's probably one of my favorite. First off, it's definitely my favorite bottle. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to read the back of it for you guys. Based on our original recipe from 1946, moonshine sweet tea has been brewed fresh, one kettle at a time, in the same stripped down, no frills, honest-to-God fashion for the past 70 years. Crafted with the perfect combination of hand-picked black tea leaves, 100% pure cane sugar, and filtered water, moonshine is the original sweet tea of Texas. From all of us at Moonshine, y'all enjoy. Joel Porter, the founder. Yeah. We take the time to do it right. I love that. But yeah, for those of you who wanna check it out, you probably have to live in Texas. I mean, they might have it on like eBay or something, or maybe Amazon. You know how Amazon always has like that one person who's selling, a crate or something of like a drink that you can only get in another country or in another state. Yeah, go on Amazon and you can probably find it on there. But trust me whenever I say it's delicious. Like, I know that a lot of people currently hate Texas, because of for political reasons, and people are, a lot of the companies in Texas people don't really want to buy from, like Walmart. Uh, well, you get my point, like, because for political reasons, no one really likes Texas right now. But I understand if you don't like Texas, but you should really, really, you don't want to throw away the chance at actually tasting something delicious. Another state that people don't particularly like is I think it's 2 states over, Arizona. Yeah. By the way, this isn't made in Arizona. I have absolutely no reason why it's called Arizona. It's quite weird that where is it actually made there. Let's see. It New York. At least that's what it says on the can. Yeah. But both of these are good. Oh, this is the other one I wanted to show you. This right here is Evian. For those of you who don't know what that is, it's water. And whenever you, if any of you know what like alkaline and what the difference between acidic, liquids and alkaline liquids are, this is a 7 on the chart of water or water alkalinity. I think like the chart for like water alkalinity is different from the chart for just the alkalinity for more or less all liquids. For example, your sink water on a hang on, let me pull something up for you guys. Never mind, my Facebook's open. I probably can't do that. Oh well, but basically it's like extremely alkaline water. But keep in mind that the more alkalinity that water has, it basically you don't want to drink too much of it because of the acids in your stomach that's used to digest food. If you drink too much of this, the whole point of water alkalinity is a water's ability to, or a liquid's ability to get rid of acids, to, I guess you could say, alkalize them. I don't know how you would say that, but basically this destroys stomach acid, and that's not a good thing, because first off, that's how your stomach breaks down food, and it's how your metabolism works. But then again, if you're just constantly drinking acidic water, your blood gets extremely acidic, and it can lead to a lot of health problems later in life. So, I would recommend trying to keep, a good balance between the two. Drink some of the water from your sink occasionally, and when you're just, on maybe once a week, once a month, or something like that, and grab a nice bottle of Evian and just chug it right down. Maybe twice a month. You don't, like I said, you don't want to drink too much. You just want to get enough to kind of alkalize your blood a little bit, and then you can, go back to drinking your sink water. Because, like I said, if you drink too much of this, it completely destroys your entire digestive system. Considering your digestive system relies on the acids and the bacteria down in there. And then this more or less just puts you to sleep. Alright, one more thing about the Arizona before I let you guys go. It says that it's 100% all natural, but it's got, what is it? High fructose corn syrup in it. So it's not exactly what I don't know if high fructose corn syrup is natural or not. I don't think it is. But, if you don't really mind having it in your food or your drinks, and you have a relatively healthy diet, then this can right here really won't do you all that much harm. And by the way, you're 3 servings per container, so, kind of, I guess, drink it in thirds. I usually drink the entire can. I'm just, weird like that. And I have a pretty relatively good diet, so it doesn't really hurt me at all. And I have a really good metabolism, really fast, so, yeah. Oh, and it's got antioxidants in it, so you know, it helps out with your heart. Alright guys, that's my drink review. This is probably the longest drink review I've had in a while. I guess it's more of a drink review and some of, you know, a show off of some of my bottles that I've started collecting. I started collecting about a week ago. After throwing away like a whole bunch of them, like literally, like I have my what do you call them? Not a bookshelf, you know the little thing that people usually put their clothes in. My clothes are in a laundry, or not a laundry basket, but my clothes are in a shopping cart in my closet right now. Like I literally went and found a shopping cart and I spent like 3.5 hours cleaning it up so I could stick it in my closet. By the time I was done with it, it smelled like Dawn. Just saying. I don't know how, because I didn't actually use Dawn to clean it. This might be a little bit embarrassing, but I used my mom's what's this stuff called? Not Germex. It's kind of like Germex, but it was more of just like a really good smelling antibacterial hand soap. And I used like 2 bottles of it, and my mom got really pissed at me. But I was like really young, so I didn't know, you know, if it would work or not. So, and by the way, to this day, it still smells like antibacterial hand soap, for those of you who are curious. But yeah, I used to have an entire dresser drawer, that thing, of bottles and cans that I had spent about an hour and a half each cleaning out. I'm a little bit of a clean freak. Like, I'm completely unorganized, as you can tell, but if anything in my, what I call my den, if anything in my den is messy, as far as like dust and dirt and mold and all that goes, I freak the hell out. Like, I don't mind if it's unorganized because I'm really good at finding stuff and organization isn't really my thing. But as soon as I see a dust mite or a dust bunny, I go AWOL. I go ape shit. I just lose it. Like, I hate dust bunnies. Those things freak me out. They might eat me in my sleep, man. No dust bunnies for me. I got a lot of split ends. Ugh, I hate that. See, that's the thing. It's like really windy outside and it's about to start raining, so, you know. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and give me your opinion on any of these drinks. Tell me if you tried them. Let me know what you thought about them if you did, and I would definitely recommend trying out some of them, including the ones that I showed you that I haven't done in a video yet. Like this one. It actually does work, by the way. Neuro is the brand name, and they make a lot of, like, I guess you'd say, mind-altering drinks. Like, they have ones that wake you up, they have ones that make you happier, they have ones that put you to sleep. Yeah. And then the alkaline water and the sweet tea are definitely good. And for a little bit of a bonus, I do recommend trying these out too if you haven't already. They're delicious. They're good to drink in the morning, and they definitely give you a little bit of a kick. A healthier kick than, you know, chugging down a Monster real quick or even a 5-hour energy. You know, I don't know if they have any caffeine in them, but I do know that they're a lot healthier than drinking a Monster in the morning. So, and if you ever have stinky breath in the morning, like you wake up and have stinky breath, green tea, it kills the bacteria that causes that. So, and it makes your breath smell like absolutely nothing for like 3 or 4 hours. Like, it doesn't smell like mint, it doesn't smell bad, it doesn't smell good. It's just nothing. You know how, like, when you don't put any body spray on, you have deodorant so you don't start smelling bad, but you don't put any body spray on or any sort of cologne, and you just smell like nothing, more or less. It's that kind of a situation, you know. You just kind of smell bland. It's boring, but you don't have to worry about people not liking your smell or people liking your smell because you don't have a smell, really. Anyways, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you guys later. Peace!